wind was pretty bad. A few canopies flew through the whole area. We saw one girl walk past with a bloody wound on her head. So we're just hoping that the worst is already over. Hallo, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Feli. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but I've been living in Cincinnati, Ohio on and off since 2016. Right now, we're at the parking lot of a Walmart. Oh, and this is Ben, but you guys already know him. Right now, we're at the parking lot of a Walmart because we're on our way to Bonnaroo, a music festival in Tennessee. I'm super excited. I've never been to this one. I've only ever been to one other music festival in the US, in Delaware. Other than that, I've only ever been to music festivals in Germany. So I figured I'd take you with me at least a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to like document everything, but I'm just gonna like film a little here and there and take you with me to a music festival in the US. Let's go. First, we went into Walmart and got a whole lot of food, drinks, and some more camping equipment. This is what the inside of a Walmart looks like, by the way. Well, one tiny section of it, because these things are absolutely gigantic.
Getting my workout in.
Okay, we got everything. We got another lawn chair, we got our paper towels, our cool packs, a bunch of food, and alcohol we have to get at the liquor store because America.
Yes. And just for you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it. Okay, so we just got our alcohol. Can't really see, it's all in those black bags. What's really annoying about this stuff is like in the US, there's open container laws, right? So like you can't bring an open bottle like that has been opened before of liquor. So like all the liquor that we had at home, we can't bring. Plus, you can't bring anything in a glass bottle because of the festival rules. So
especially Kentucky and Tennessee. So
with the open container stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like with the festival on top of that, at the liquor store, we could only choose from like the liquor bottles that they sold as plastic bottles, which not all liquor is sold in plastic bottles. So it's just like
or you
really
just get the super cheap liquor.
Yeah, but it's just like really like limiting in your choices, and it's not very sustainable because like we had stuff at home that we could have brought, but we couldn't bring it because it was already opened.
Yeah, a whole bottle of Svedka.
So weird. But no, we have so much stuff now. We don't ever have to go to a store in our lives ever again. And yes, I brought my big suitcase because I put everything in there, like my towels, my washing stuff, my speaker, my personal stuff is all in there, and then the rest is all camping stuff. And now let's go to the farm. Going through Kentucky, we took some of the back roads, and guys, if this doesn't scream America, I don't know what does. Except for that DHL truck. That's a German company. My American boyfriend is eating fast food while driving. And not like stuff that is practical to eat, no. Like fries that are falling all over the place.
I am no Padawan at this, I am a full-fledged master.
So are all Americans. Like I have friends, my friend Katie claims, I've never seen her do it, but she claims that she can drive and eat noodles with chopsticks at the same time.
Yeah, well, I mean, that sounds borderline suicidal, but hey. Whatever floats your boat.
All right, let's go to the festival. Eventually, we made it to Tennessee and saw some signs for gun shows, which, by the way, is where people can buy guns from private sellers without having to pass a background check. What? That sounds unsafe to you? Nah. So we were already there. And the guy at the parking, what do you call those people that like guide you by the parking? He just told us to go the wrong direction. And other people too, there were like 3 cars from South Carolina right in front of us. And he told us to go straight. And the street straight went on for like 20 minutes until there was another street. And there was no sign. It was definitely not the right way to go. We were just in the middle of nowhere. We still are. So now we have to circle all the way back another 20 minutes to get back to where we already were. Because he told us to go the wrong way. Ben's pretty pissed. I'm just trying to go with it, but kind of sucks. But good thing is we don't really have anything that we really want to see tonight where we're like on a time crunch. I just want to get there and I'm hungry. But yeah, that happened. We finally got to an actual entrance and got in line. I'm living like it's my last day. Smoking
we made it.
Whether that was the best entrance to be at is another question though. They made us get out of the car to search it for prohibited items and drugs, which you always have to expect when you go to a music festival. I've personally never actually been searched, so that was a first. And unfortunately, Ben had 2 very expensive bottles of cologne in his driver's console that he didn't even think about in regards to the restrictions of class. He's one of those Americans that keep half of their belongings in their car. So they took the colognes, and then this one guy looked at us and said, "I'll let you keep it for $10. Well, not only didn't we have any cash on us, we also weren't trying to bribe anyone. What's interesting is that before he started searching the car, he also said something along the lines of, "If you have any drugs on you, I'd rather you tell me now, otherwise the cops are gonna have to deal with it," which in retrospect was definitely him hoping to get some bribe money for drugs too. I've only ever heard the most amazing things about Bonnaroo from friends, but based on those first experiences, I do have to say, please hire better parking lot signalers and car searchers, Bonnaroo. Not sure if the parking lot guy let us drive a 40-minute detour on purpose or what, but that was very unprofessional. And I honestly have no words for the car search guy. Since we didn't arrive until 7 p.m. on Thursday, most people were already there, and there was absolutely no person to tell us where to camp either. But we did find a great spot that was very close to a shower station where they also had actual flush toilets. Jackpot! We started setting up our campsite, and I tried to film a time-lapse of it, but since this was during a heat wave, it was like 37 degrees Celsius even at 7 p.m., we had to take a well-deserved break for a cold beer, and then I used my phone for music and kind of forgot to film the rest. Very professional, I know, but this was the final result. In Germany, most music festivals don't allow you to park on the campgrounds, so you have to carry all of your stuff from the parking lot to your campsite, which is a lot of work, so I really enjoyed the convenience of having the car right next to the tent. After we had sweat through our clothes, we got changed and headed into the festival area, Centeroo. What I absolutely loved was that even before you go in, there are a lot of food stands, shops, and even little stages set up in the campground area on the way there.
This is incredible. Hold on, you want her to see it. She cannot hear them. Here we go. One more.
The general store was already pretty empty, but at least you could get some super cheap beer. As you can see, everyone was super excited to be back on the farm for the first time since 2019. And I was excited to be there for the first time ever. What sucked a little was that there was a really long line to get in. It took us over half an hour that first night, which, given the heat and the fact that you can't bring in any water, felt much, much longer. Apparently, this was because they had closed the second entrance that they used to have in previous years, so it was only one entrance in total. I know that many regular Bonnaroo visitors were frustrated about that, since it led to these super long lines, even though there were significantly less visitors than in previous years, only about 30 to 40,000 as opposed to 80,000 in 2019. The good thing about festivals, though, is that even when you're in line forever, you always have amazing people around you to talk to, and everyone spreads good vibes, so things really could be worse. Once we finally made it in, we both bought some dinner, I got a delicious burrito, watched some live music, and Ben showed me around the festival grounds. Overall, the weekend was pretty much a mix of camp life, lots of walking back and forth to see all the shows we were interested in, and of course, said shows. The heat woke us up every morning around 7, which is when it got unbearable in the tent, so we would just move our bedding outside and keep sleeping underneath our canopy until we got too hungry.
This is the weirdest cereal I've ever had.
Fruit Pebbles?
Yes.
What do you think about it?
I don't know, it's like... I mean, I'm not even a big fan of Fruit Loops, and it tastes like Fruit Loops, but like the little crumbs of it.
This is hearsay.
Why is it just so little?
It's Pebbles.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, I prefer German muesli.
And Ben had steak for breakfast.
Got olive oil. Marinate the steak. Terrible idea, but gotta do it.
Enjoy breakfast.
Breakfast champ. The only way to do it.
Look at me.
Can't forget to put some makeup on, of course. The best thing, making dinner on the camping stove while watching the beautiful sunset. On Friday, things got a little turbulent for a second because of a storm.
Okay, so we're currently in our car because there's bad weather, a storm that already came in. The wind was pretty bad. A few canopies flew through the whole area. We saw one girl walk past with a bloody wound on her head. That's why we're in the car. Okay, it's not that bad right now. This is our campsite. We packed up everything we could. But like, yeah, you can see like things have already broken down. So we're just hoping that the worst is already over.
Fortunately, the worst was in fact over. It hardly rained, and even though a lot of canopies around us got damaged, ours survived, so we just set everything back up and went back into festival mode for the next 3 days.
Let's go.
One shot. You get one bubble, you get one shot.
No!
Had a good time.
That was fun.
Yeah!
Happy Roo! Happy Roo!
Bubble jack.
And we get to see some really amazing artists, such as J. Cole,
Cold world. Find a room. Hands up. And what? And like that. She was in my mag. Long hair, brown skin with a fat ass. Chappers only used to laugh, had mad jokes. The teacher always got mad, so we passed notes. It started off so innocent. She had a vibe and the nigga started digging it.
Machine Gun Kelly,
I'm still young, wasting my youth on promo next summer. I'm that girl like when I should've lost her lover. Tailplane fly!
Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin, Brian.
His goal last about 3 days back. I had no answer to give her. Told her that you moved way out west to write some songs and grow a little more bitter. Kids talk about you around here like you're
Ty Verdes. Billy Strings.
I ain't sleeping 7 days, I haven't eaten 3. Methamphetamine has got a damn bad hold of me. My tweaker friends have got me to the point of no return. I just took the lighter to the bulb and watch it burn. This life of sin has got me in. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. I used my only phone call to contact my daddy, and now 20 long years for some dust in a vacuum.
Stevie Nicks. As well as the Dixie Chicks, 21 Savage, Coin, Wallows, Brody Rich, but unfortunately I didn't get any usable footage of those shows, and a bunch of smaller artists such as Spaz, Charlotte Sands, and Cece Coakley. We're all packed up again. Didn't film that back here. Pretty efficiently though, packed up. We look a little rough maybe. You got a pimple right here, a little bit of sunburn. Voices sound
rough.
Okay. Honestly, it's been worse.
I need to take a shower.
We need to take a shower. It was a lot of fun though. And I hope you guys enjoyed the footage that I took throughout the weekend.
Maybe we'll see them at Bonnaroo next year.
Maybe we'll see you at Bonnaroo next year. If you enjoy my channel, even with little like vlogs that I don't usually do, make sure to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, Patreon to support me on there. You can hit that super thanks button underneath the video. And I hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.